Howdy folks, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where we've just arrived in Argos, and we've just murdered the banker Midas because he was a dirty, filthy cultist and we wanted his stuff. But the reason that we're actually here in the first place was because we're tracking down leads that may, hopefully, lead us to the location of our long-lost mother, Myrrine, who, all those years ago, on fleeing Sparta with a badly injured baby, if she was looking for medical assistance, may have ended up here in Argos, seeking help either from the priests of Asclepios or a certain upcoming young physician by the name of Hippokrates. And judging by the number of sick people queuing up outside, I think we might be in the right place.
Apollo himself. Look, you insignificant peon. Tell me where he is, or by Ira, I'll burn this clinic to the ground with you in it.
I already told you what I know.
I don't ask much. Hippokrates must show humility to ensure public order. Prostrate himself before the gods and declare that his skills are God's given.
But that won't help his patients. It'll just take him away from his work.
If Hippokrates thinks he can disrupt social order to make himself into a demigod of healing, well, perhaps the gods themselves will have their revenge.
Yeah, I really don't like this old bag's attitude.
Back away from the boy, slowly.
Who dares threaten the priestess of Ira?
Me. Now, step back.
It seems the gods wish me to grant you and your master another chance. Very well. Tell Hippokrates that if he doesn't make a public show of respect to the gods, I will raise an army of believers against him. If the doctor can't think of a suitable offering, his head will do.
Oh, thank all the gods she's gone. I thought she was going to kill me this time.
What's going on?
I am Sostratos. Chrysis has accused my master Hippokrates of impiety.
Is he impious?
He believes that beyond praying, people can take their health into their own hands and make themselves well.
Fascinating. Can I speak with him?
I'm sorry, he isn't here.
I'll find him.
If you're going to meet Hippokrates, could I trouble you with a small errand?
Depends what it is.
I want you to bring him some equipment. He was in such a hurry, he left it behind.
I could bring that to Hippokrates.
Really?
I'll be sure he gets the equipment.
You have my thanks.
How will I know when I've found Hippokrates?
Follow the road southeast of Hera's Watch, to the Cave of Pan. He won't have set up far from it. Look for a long line of sick people. He's balding, but I wouldn't mention that if I were you.
Oh yeah, is there something wrong with being a baldy, huh?
So many sick people. Can one man help all of them?
We'll let that one slide for the moment. Anyway, Hippokrates, legendary Greek physician. Well, not legendary, he existed. He was a pioneer of actual medical treatment, as opposed to just praying to the gods and keeping your fingers crossed, which is pretty much what people did up until this point. There were various herbs and natural remedies that people knew worked, although they didn't know why.
Better stay hidden.
And it was Hippokrates who was one of the first to actually study the cause and effect of medicine and illness. He noticed extraordinary things. For example, people who were sick or injured, but who were kept clean, well-fed, and sheltered tended to recover from their injuries and sicknesses more than people who didn't. And people who kept clean, had enough to eat, and had adequate shelter tended to not get sick in the first place as much as people who didn't. So he was one of the first people to understand the importance of environmental factors in both prevention and treatment of sickness and injury. Hippokrates seems to have been one of those people who was never really satisfied with the answer because the gods said so, and instead always asked the question, yeah, but why? And never rested until he found the answer. We will be meeting the man himself soon enough, but first, I don't know what this bloody oracle place is, but it appears to be infested with followers of the cult of Ares. And they all need a damn good killing. So we're just going to do this before we, get on with things. That's poison applied to the leader. I'll let that tick over, do some damage. So far they haven't actually seen where the arrows are coming from. Oh, that's a bad sound. That's the sound of the bounty hunter closing in. Well, that could have happened at a better time. Yeah, I think they know where I am now. Where's this bounty hunter? Ah, over there. Bounty hunter hasn't actually seen me yet, but they are close. Try and get the leader finished off. Oh, I'm out of poison arrows. Crap. Fire arrow will do. Got him. Oh, rest of his lackeys are closing in. I don't think they know exactly where I am, though. I think the leader was the only one who actually had eyes on me. Right, let's ID this bounty hunter. Megareus the Long-Limbed. We'll kill him and take his stuff. It's their own fault for accepting the bounty. Remember, kids, actions have consequences. Right, let's get some more poison arrows made up. I've almost got the full snake set equipped here, so I've got lots and lots of bonuses to stabbing and poisoning. Oh, that's not a poison arrow, Jingles. Jingles, why did you just make a bunch of poison arrows and now you're yeah, that's more like it. Let's just get the poison applied. It's not quite a full dose. Yeah, missed. Yeah, the shield that he's carrying isn't helping. No, I couldn't get a full dose of poison applied. I don't think he's actually seen me yet, though. Oh, there. Yeah, he's seen me now. Oh, bollocks. And here come the cultists. Okay. Yeah, duck that. Off you go. Poison on my weapons. I'm going to have your shield. Try and get this cultist finished off first, because they're easier to kill. Oh, dodge that. Cultist is down. Oh, bollocks, another one. Ow, that hurt. Oh, get out of the way of that sucker. Right, just the bounty hunter left. We're on the edge of this cliff, aren't we? That was Sparta. I love that move. Right, let's take his stuff. Ah, some gauntlets. Not bad. But a clue to the ID of another mercenary. So let's check that out. Philemon the Haunted. Yeah, okay, fine. Whatever. Anyway, focus, Jingles. Enough of this getting sidetracked. We're here to speak to Hippokrates. And here he is.
I thought they were exaggerating when they said people from all around came to see Hippokrates.
So, what has caused this man's condition?
An excess of phlegm, Doctor.
In the immediate sense, yes. But more importantly, he suffers from neglect.
Neglect?
Good food, warm clothing, so much could have helped. But since other caretakers assumed his condition was a punishment from the gods, they neglected him.
Challenging tradition. You must be Hippokrates.
Yes, I'm also very busy.
Well, I can see that, but I'm clearly more important than the sick guy.
This will only take a moment. I won't keep you away from your patients. And your students?
Observation, experience, and experimentation are crucial for treatment. My followers are learning that.
I've come from your clinic in Argos. So Stratos asked me to give you this.
I knew I forgot some things. So Stratos is a good physician, but a better apprentice there is none. Did you ask him to pay you for this delivery?
Nah.
No. I knew this would help you and your patients. That's good enough for me.
Quite admirable. What did you say your name was?
Cassandra of Sparta.
Well met, Cassandra of Sparta. What do you need?
I've been searching for a Spartan woman.
What makes you think I would know her?
I was told you may have helped her a long time ago.
Maybe the priests at the sanctuary of Asclepios can help. They keep detailed records of all who passed through.
Please, Hippokrates, I came very far to meet you.
As did this patient. and the one before him, and the one before her. My patients need me, but my notes on diseases of the mind were taken. Retrieve them, and I will help you find what you seek. Hurry, this patient doesn't have much time left.
Don't you know who I am? Alright.
Did Chrysis take your notes?
Ah, you've met the priestess. No, not her, but the local military commander. I can't fault his desperation. Those men suffered terribly from battle fatigue.
Huh.
She would have come here a long time ago with an injured baby. Are you sure she would have passed through the sanctuary of Asclepios?
I was a young man then. When I encountered a situation beyond my skills, I would send the patient to the sanctuary.
And these priests keep records of their patients?
Yes, engraved in stone. The elder priest might remember.
Oh, it's better than nothing, I suppose.
Where should I look for your notes?
Fort Tiryns, not far from here. Perhaps they'll return them if you ask.
Or they could prepare for a new battle. With me.
Far be it for me to tell Amistios how to work, but please, for my sake, do not kill needlessly. Enough blood has been shed in this war.
I'll do my best with what you've told me.
Good luck. We're depending on you.
Right. It's important to note here, Hippokrates didn't say I couldn't kill anybody. He asked me not to kill needlessly. Okay? Big difference. So, those who need killing are going to get killed. Of course, he's complicated matters further by giving me another lead, the priests of Asclepios. Well, we're going to check them out as well, but for now, we need to retrieve his notes on diseases of the mind from Fort Tiryns. And I have no idea where that is, but I suspect that's probably it. So let's go and check it out. Jingles? This looks suspiciously like Athens. Why are we in Athens? Well, that's a very good question, and I'm glad you asked. You see, in the last video, we assassinated the last member of the Eyes of Cosmos subsect of the Cult of Cosmos, which gave us the identity, which revealed the identity of the leader of that subsect. Her name is Nyx the Shadow, and she's in Athens. In fact, she's just down there, about 300 meters away. And she needs damn good stabbing. Well, yeah, but aren't you supposed to be tracking down your mother? I mean, the cult are looking for her. Well, yeah, it's been 20 years. I'm sure she can manage without me for a few more days. Plus, that cultist down there is going to have some really nice stuff. So, you see, it's really all just a question of priorities. I still haven't dealt with a bounty on my head from Argos, so there is still a bounty hunter out there somewhere tracking me down, but they're not in the immediate vicinity. Of course, what I'm doing here is actual cold-blooded murder, so I'm unlikely to be able to do this without being seen doing it. So I may be about to enlarge the bounty on my head. There she is. Let's start off with a little poison damage. Yeah, you like that, don't you, bitch? Oh. Okay, well, she's not using poison arrows. And I'm doing a lot more damage to her than she is to me. I have actually fought this woman before in a previous playthrough, and she is very dangerous in melee. Not so much with a bow. And nobody saw me doing it. Let's confirm the kill and take her stuff. I'll cover a couple of arrows into the bargain.
I'll root all of you out.
And there's the dagger of Cronus. Right, let's check this out. That's Nyx the Shadow, the leader of the Eyes of Cosmos, dead, and that has given us our first clues to the identity of the overall leader of the cult, the Ghost of Cosmos, and all we know about this person so far is that they control Athenian politics. Not a lot to go on. Could be Pericles himself for all we know, but more importantly, let's have a look at the stuff that we just liberated from Nyx. There's the sword that we got earlier, which we still can't equip until we level up, but this dagger is very nice. Oh yes, bonus damage with daggers and lots of bonus damage if you're attacking a target from behind. So we're going to go ahead and equip that right now. You know, I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to focus on uncovering and killing some more of these cultists. The Eyes of Cosmos were the easiest subsect to deal with, the lowest level subsect. You started off with Greeky and McShane earlier on in the story, and now we've knocked off their leader, Nyx the Shadow. The next easiest sect to go after are the Peloponnesian League. According to the quest that you have to assassinate the cultists, no members of the Peloponnesian League are going to be higher than level 37. Now that means that some of them are still going to be substantially higher level than I am at the moment, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, while some of the cultists in various other different subsects are almost certainly going to be within my level range, it's the members of the Peloponnesian League who are most going to be within my level range. So they're my target for now. Well, not right now. That bounty hunter's turned up. Icarus spotted him lurking around the Acropolis. Let's go kill him, see if he's got anything nice. Some of these bounty hunters do carry legendary gear, although most have rare, some have epic. But even if they don't have anything worth looting, killing bounty hunters, or other mercenaries, moves you up the mercenary ladder. And as you advance up the mercenary ladder, new services become available to you, or existing services become available to you for a much, much reduced cost. And if you can eventually work your way up to the top of the mercenary ladder and become the #1 ranked mercenary in all of the Greek world, you get a very, very nice mount out of it. So it's always worth knocking off fellow mercenaries every time you get the opportunity. Okay, they haven't spotted me. I guess we're going to find out if I can actually take cover behind this trellis. Ideally, I want to get a backstab in here. Remember, this Dagger of Cronus does, I think, 40% bonus damage if you attack the target from behind. Plus, the set that I'm wearing has massive bonuses to assassination damage. So I might actually be able to one-shot this guy. And yeah, they haven't seen me through the trellis. Okay. It's going to have to be a critical assassination, but I'll have that skill. Not enough to one-shot, but yeah. Yeah, 3/5 of his health gone. Poison up. Get the poison applied. Take his shield. Finish him off. That was easy. And he doesn't have a legendary piece of kit on him, but he does have an epic Hunter's Belt, which I'm probably not going to use because I am wearing the legendary snake set. Although, I'm probably going to break down or deconstruct the loot that I got from this guy. Because even the snake set, while it is a legendary set, it's a kind of low-level set. But you can keep upgrading your gear at blacksmiths to keep it current with whatever your level happens to be. So the snake set is still going to be useful even when I've reached level 50. But it's going to require a lot of resources to keep upgrading legendary gear to match your current level. Which is why it's probably better to deconstruct the stuff that you loot than to sell it at a blacksmith, because while money is going to be relatively tight early on in the game, later on you're going to have more money than you know what to spend it on. Right now we're still in Attica. We're slightly to the south of Athens, and we're checking out this silver mine for clues, because according to the notes that we recovered from the cultist annual general meeting underneath the oracle at Delphi, there's a clue as to the identity of one of the cultists in a silver mine in Attica. And as far as I can tell, this is the only silver mine in Attica. So I'm using Icarus to scout this place out and try to tag the location of all the guards, because I don't like surprises. There's a lot of them. This is a very heavily fortified silver mine. I think that's just about everybody. Right. As mentioned, the set that I'm wearing favours surprise attacks. rather than outright confrontations. It's not so hot on warrior damage, but very, very hot on assassination damage. As you can see. Okay, that was witnessed, unfortunately, by the slaves, who aren't going to do anything about it, but because the murder was witnessed, it's increased the bounty level on me, so I'm going to have a bounty hunter coming after me again at some point. Oh, 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 oh. Has he seen me? He has. Well, he doesn't know exactly where I am, but he knows there's somebody here. I'm going to have to fight him rather than assassinate him, so we'll take the shield. And we got him. I can hear another guard. Well, there's another, possibly 2, maybe as many as 4 up ahead. Oh, there's one that we didn't ID, but they've got their back turned. Okay, that could have been a nasty surprise if we'd been facing the other way. I don't know how Icarus missed that one. I don't know how many other guards are actually inside this mine itself rather than outside in the compound. I've tagged a number of them with Icarus. There's one in here at least. Some of them could actually be outside. That's another one down. Let's loot the chest. Okay, that didn't contain the clue that we're looking for. Is there another chest in here? Just making sure there's no other guards first. I mean, just because there are no guards in here at the moment doesn't mean that there aren't going to be any in the immediate future, because they do tend to walk patrols. Let's grab everything that we can while we're here. I'm pretty sure that elite is actually inside the mine itself. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. And I'm spotted. Okay, it's time to go loud. Arrow in the face for you. Arrow in the face for you. Arrow in the face for you too. Maybe. Get a bit of distance on him. And arrow in the face for you. Yep, it's arrows in the face for absolutely everybody. That's applied a full stack of poison to the captain, which is ticking over nicely. Oh, bollocks. Bounty hunter closing in. Right. Another arrow in the face. Oh, too far away to finish him off with a bull rush, but he's taken so much damage from the arrows and the poison that he's an easy kill. Oh, dodge the arrow. Don't want to be set on fire. Where's the bounty hunter? He's nearby, that's all I know. Need to finish this guard off before the bounty hunter closes in. Oh, there he is! Ow. Stop that. Poison's back up. Oh god, no, I need to actually get it applied. There. Okay, good. Dodge that one. Oh, no, no, turn around, you fool. Oh, what am I doing? Didn't actually get the chance to check this bounty hunter out on the bounty hunter page before engaging in combat, so I've no idea what his strengths and weaknesses are. Still, nobody is really immune to getting stabbed in the face. He appears to be a fan of using poisons as well. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. I really should be using the parry ability more. Yeah, that's the wrong direction, Jingles. You have to be facing towards your opponent in order for stuff like that to work. Poison reapplied. See, if I was using the parry ability here, he wouldn't be getting off nearly as many of these attacks. But he's down. Tychios, friend of Hades, and he's got some rare loot on him. Yeah, daggers. Nowhere near as good as the ones I have equipped. Okay. I am very nearly up to a 2-star bounty. So there will be one other bounty hunter tracking me down right now, but they could be miles away at the moment. However, any more murders that get witnessed, and I'm going to have a second bounty hunter on my ass. And I'm still no closer to finding the clue that I came here to find in the first place. Although there is... Ooh, cultist clue nearby. It's got to be in that loot chest. How do I get up there? That'll do. This is what we're here for. This is what it's all about. Give me that clue. There we go. Oh, Agamemnon's gauntlets. Fantastic. Another piece of a legendary set. I actually already have a couple of pieces of the Agamemnon set. But we now can reveal the identity of this Silver Vein cultist. And they have Agamemnon's body armor.
Slavery is natural. It is necessary.
The Silver Griffin. Level 25. I can take him. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to be going after the Peloponnesian League. But I was here in Attica anyway. Athens is like the capital of Attica. And I knew there was a clue nearby. Bloody hell, Jingles. You can't even get sidetracked properly. Do you even know what focus is? No, not really, no. Anyway, I managed to sneak out of the mine without murdering anybody else. And I have equipped some of the pieces of the Agamemnon set, because I've got 2 of them now. Now this means that I don't get the set bonus for the snake set anymore, but they're starting to get a little, well, low level, and I don't really have the spare resources to upgrade them. So next we're going to be going after this Silver Griffin guy. He is a moderate pain in the arse to get to, because he's actually lurking out in one of the Silver Islands in the eastern Aegean. Luckily, I've got a warship at my disposal, so it's really not much more than a minor inconvenience. Spotted him with Icarus. There he is, the Silver Griffin, with Agamemnon's breastplate. I really want that. And if any further confirmation were needed that this is a cultist on this island, when you're using Icarus to spot and tag any potential enemies, if they've got those silver faceplates on their helmets, they're cultist guards. There's some type of cultist activity going on here. Now, there isn't always going to be an actual cultist there with them. The presence of cultist guards doesn't guarantee that there's going to be a cultist nearby, but sometimes there will be. These guys don't just spawn into the world as soon as you identify them. They exist in the world, going about their evil daily business, regardless of whether or not you have actually identified and located them or not. And on more than one occasion, I have just been, you know, casually murdering people who looked like they needed murdering to find out that one of them was one of the cultists that I'd been looking for. Yeah, if you could keep the noise down and not alert all of the guards, that would be fantastic. Note that when I sneaked up behind this cultist guard, the indicator as to how much damage I was going to do to them with an assassination attack didn't look as if I was going to one-shot that guy. This is because I've got the critical assassination skill. This skill will multiply the amount of damage that you do when you perform a critical assassination attack, which is almost exactly the same as doing a regular assassination attack, except you have to actually hold the F key down for a fraction of a second rather than tap it, and it does a metric ass ton more damage. So you can often, with a critical assassination attack, completely one-shot somebody that you wouldn't otherwise be able to just by sneaking up behind them and poking a sharp object into their back. It's an incredibly useful skill to have. Speaking of useful things to have, I want to try to at least take their captain alive. Now this random god I can just assassinate with a regular attack. The captain, however, I don't want to because they have some very nice skills that will come in useful on board my ship. The problem is that your critical assassination damage does not apply to your knockout attack. So I cannot knock this guy out with just one regular strike from behind. I'm going to have to switch to my flat-headed knockout arrows, because I really would like to take this one alive to use for my crew. It's going to be easier said than done, of course. because these buggers are tough. Oh, here comes the cultist. Crap. Well, he's not actually that dangerous in a fight, but I could do without having two of them attacking me. Oh, they're all coming. Okay, I might have to change my plan. Let's at least get rid of him for the moment. Just playing for time. Waiting for... I'm going to have to actually stack some adrenaline in order to get the kick ability back up again. Ow. No, not good. Get up, get up, get up, get up. So, there we go. Dodge that. And... come on. Take the shield. Now that's used up my adrenaline, but at this point I just need them dead quickly. Okay. It's taken the captain out of the fight momentarily, and Sparta kick, by the way, also counts as knockout damage. More importantly, they're not going to die from falling into the ocean, but it's bought me a bit of time. Of course, the fact that they're not going to die from falling into the ocean is bad news when it comes to dealing with everybody that I don't want to take alive. But, well, you know, you can't have everything. This guy, of course, needs to die, one way or the other. He's going to get a damn good stabbing. Looks like the captain's back. Oh, no, you don't. This guy's enraging now. I could have done without that, because when he's enraged, he can't be staggered. He can't be kicked off the cliff. God damn it. I'm just going to have to stab him. Oh wow, the bull rush. Well, he wasn't enraged at the point where I bull rushed him, so that did knock him off the cliff. Another guard who needs to die. Oh damn it, stop it. Okay, he's going to be back up in a minute. This gives me some time to deal with the captain. The cultist's coming back as well. And I have no idea why this failed, because that is a knockout arrow, but I guess if you render somebody unconscious while they're in water, they drown. That's the only explanation I can come up with, so all of that trouble for nothing. Well, I got the cultist, although there are still some more guards to deal with, but back to the poison arrows, finished him off. So that was a huge waste of effort, but at least we got what we came here for.
Give my regards to Hades.
Agamemnon's body armour, and a further clue as to the identity of another member of the Silver Vein. So let's check that out. A clue to the cultist was lost in a cove on Scavenger's Coast in Achaia. Okay, well, that's brought our quest to eliminate the members of the Silver Vein subsect of the Cult of Cosmos to a crashing conclusion, because I'm not going to Achaia until I'm at least level 40. Right now, that part of the Greek world is well out of my level range. Anyway, back to Argos. Let's at least attempt to keep this episode broadly on topic. Hippokrates' notes on afflictions of the mind have been taken by the commander of Fort Tiryns. And that's it up there. So we're going to use Icarus to scout the place out and pinpoint the location of the notes. Although first we're going to have to kill the wolf. Down, boy. Bad dog. I'll take your skin, though. Right. Go, Gadget Icarus.
Hippokrates' notes are well guarded. Why?
Good question. Well, we're going to use Icarus to pinpoint the location of the other guards, because I really don't like surprises when I'm sneaking around inside military facilities. And then we'll sneak in there and
Mighty Tiryns,
steal some stuff.
built by the Cyclopses, or so the legend goes.
And the list of my crimes just keeps mounting
Stay out
up.
of sight.
Okay. I should be able to do this without killing anybody. Don't know how he didn't see me. I mean, you know, Hippokrates said, please don't kill anybody needlessly. He didn't say, please don't kill anybody. Them that needs killing is going to get killed. Right, the notes are down there. Alright, we can sneak in there. Just have to wait for the patrols to go by. Yep. Patrol's gone by. Let's get in there. Hey, easy. Hello, Doc. You've got something I need.
What are you doing here?
Hippokrates sent me. Your commander stole his notes, and I think you have them.
The ones written by the great Hippokrates himself.
I'm sorry. They were burned in the last attack.
What?
You heard me. The medical tent was burned. At least I memorized the notes before we lost them. Now transcribe them when I have time, or when the war subsides.
Then you'll have to come with me. A patient Hippokrates is treating will die without your help.
I have a patient right here who needs my help.
Can't someone else take care of this one?
I'm the only doctor here. Now let me work.
Oh, great. A moral dilemma.
I'll wait here for you to finish. If I leave, what's stopping you from running away?
Thinking like a mercenary. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. Then make yourself useful and bring me my bone forceps. Some idiot or another's always borrowing them.
Then you'll come treat Hippokrates' patient?
You have my word.
If there's nobody here alive for you to treat, you can come with me. Nah.
I'll go get your bone forceps.
Yeah. When you do get to this point, assuming you're playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and this isn't the first time I played through the game. The first time around, I just basically punched the guy on the jaw and took him with me. His patient died, of course. This time around, I thought, well, I'll see if I can actually get this particular quest done without causing anybody to die. I don't think it's possible. You see, you can smack the doctor in the face, sling him over your shoulder and sneak out of the fort with him, which is what I did the first time around. You'll get him to Hippokrates in time, and Hippokrates' patient will survive as a result. But the guy that the doctor was treating here is going to die. Or the patient that the doctor's treating here in the fort could tragically and completely accidentally suffer a fatal mishap with your daggers. In which case you're still going to have to smack the doctor in the face and drag him back to Hippokrates, because he's not going to be too happy with you. Hippokrates' patient will be saved, but, well, the patient that the doctor was treating here is, of course, brown bread. The third, and by far the trickiest option, is to assist, which is what I'm trying to do here. Assist the doctor in the surgery that he's performing on his patient, and then take him to Hippokrates. But in order to do that, I have to recover his bone forceps, which are hidden elsewhere in the fort, and I have to recover them without killing anybody, which is the whole point of doing this in the first place. And that's not going to be easy. There's a bloody elite down there. That's where the forceps are, in the corner in that chest. And it's not just an elite, that's the fort commander. There is no way that I'm going to be able to do enough knockout damage to him quietly without his alerting everybody else in the fort to do this without killing him. It's just, I mean, I'll try, but
The forceps should be in there.
nope.
Once I deliver these, we can get back to Hippokrates.
He's going to have to be stabbed. And he's not the only one.
I'll try to end it quickly.
Right, so this saving lives business isn't really working out too well so far, is it? In fact, it's actually going to be worse than just these two. The fort captain and his buddy.
These are the forceps he wanted.
So I've got the forceps. Now I have to get them back to the doctor without killing anybody else. Well, I did manage to get the forceps at least back to the doctor without murdering anyone else.
You aren't a half-bad assistant. When I'm done with the surgery, I'll be honored to help Hippokrates.
So far the death toll is 2.
Might be limping for a while, but Apollo willing, they'll make a full recovery.
I'll meet you there. Don't be late.
Yeah, 2 people killed in order to get the assistance of this doctor voluntarily. So now we've got to get back to Hippokrates, preferably without killing anybody else on the way. Oh, no. I thought I could slip past that first guard, but there's another one. Maybe now I can. Oh, I'm just going to run. Yeah, we did it. Okay. So far the death toll on this mission is 2 Athenian soldiers and 2 wolves. Yeah? Let's get back to Hippokrates. It's alright, I know the way. Okay. 2 Athenian soldiers and 2 wolves dead.
Hippokrates, how's your patient?
You were gone so long, he didn't survive.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I'm sorry, Hippokrates. We took more time because this measles helped me save my own patient.
Sometimes science requires tough decisions.
If we're finished here, I'll take some time and write down what I remember of your notes, Hippokrates.
I'll go see the priest for more information about my mother.
Come with me. You've had a busy day.
So trying to do the right thing actually resulted in 3
The
deaths.
importance of diet to maintaining one's health cannot be overstated.
What good can one apple really do?
Well, taken daily, they can keep the doctor away.
Yep, they went there.
But to more serious matters, I know why you're here. You're looking for your mother.
You remember her?
I was young then. I didn't know how to help. I turned her away. But her look of determination and despair was burned into my mind. It has never left me, and it never will. After, I swore to Apollo that I wouldn't turn away another patient, that I'd dedicate my life to the cause. She made an impression on me. Your brave mother did.
She would be happy to know that.
I sent your mother to the sanctuary of Asclepios. Tell the elder priest a treatment for the sacred disease will soon be available to any patient who needs it. Then he may talk to you.
Thank you for everything, Hippokrates. I'll go see him now.
So, trying to do the right thing, trying to save as many lives as possible, actually resulted in 3 times as many deaths as if I just smacked the doctor in the jaw, slung him over my shoulder, left his patient to die, and come straight back to Hippokrates, which is what I did the first time around. You see, YouTube, this is what happens when you all give me shit, right? This is what happens when you all take me to task for my moral turpitude and try to convince me to be a better person. More people just end up dying. And so what is the lesson that we've learned here? Just stab everybody and let the gods sort them out. And ironically enough, letting the gods sort it all out was more or less exactly what the priests of Asclepios, the god of medicine, did. Their practice of medicine was mostly just restricted to making offerings and sacrifices and keeping their fingers crossed. Which is exactly why men like Hippokrates made such a massive impact in the field of medicine in the ancient world. And we'll be dealing with the priests of Asclepios in the next episode, because that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.